Good evening. I'm in. Welcome. Bit different tonight. Coming to you from the new, awesome, super exciting Mapletree Studios workshop. It is massive and needs to be back in Horsham. But thank you everyone for coming, and thank you Dale for letting me come and make a mess in your workshop. I'm the first person on the lathe in here doing this. So tonight we are going to turn a piece or a couple of bits of oak that are offcuts from this workshop. And being in Scotland, let's make a spurtle. So there's been a couple of comments I've noticed that have asked what a spurtle is and what's the difference between that and a garden dibber. A spurtle is a kitchen utensil designed for stirring porridge, soups, broths, and I forget what else Wikipedia said, and is a lot thinner than dibber and is normally about 11 inches with a fist long. So let's do this. Cool. So new lathe, new tools, let's go for it. That big chunk come off. I haven't got an earworm tonight. Let's move that towel rest away a bit. So this is green oak that we're working with. Let's try that again. Bear with me, guys. Tailstocks. Slide it. Let's try that. So I'm hoping for two. We'll see how time goes. We might just get one done. So as I said, there's no one in the chat to read out names. But thank you for everyone that has joined us. I have sort of got sight of the chat, so if I do see any questions, or if you ask a question I don't see it, ask it again, and I will endeavour to hopefully see it and answer it for you. Oh, okay. So as I said, it's the first time that we've done, or anything like this has been done from the workshop. So if there are any technical difficulties, please bear with us. We are, or Dale's working hard behind the scenes. a bit more speed now it's round. So we are trying to get the other camera back on. Just if you can bear with us, that'd be much appreciated. Okay. There we go. That's got that round. Now my laptop's going to die. Marvellous. Both these plugs are being used out here, aren't they, mate? Oh, my laptop's going to die. Okay. So I'm just going to put a little parting cut in at the top. And we'll do the same down the tailstock end. And then traditionally a Spurtle has a thistle on the top. So I'm just going to work out, where's my trusty pencil, where we're going to do that. And then
Go on. Keep going. Go live on Tiny.
If you can see us, if you can just put a thumbs up in the comments, that would be much appreciated.
Go ahead. It says it can see you.
Cool. Okay, well, we can see and hear you, but it's not on the headset. Right, let me just sort that out, and then we will get back to it. Right. Okay. Hopefully that's back on the headset and you can see. We're just going to have to make do with what we've got now. So where were we? Right. As I said, a Spurtle traditionally has a thistle on the top. So we'll start putting that on. Let's try that one. Like that headstock. Okay. Still a bit too big, but we can work with that. That's not a problem. Cool. Right. Swapped to one of my favourite tools, but a tool that not a lot of people like, and that is the skew chisel. And then what we're going to do is roughly middle-ish. So we're now going to taper into this bit and then taper that way and then leave it slightly fatter in the middle. It's funny how you get used to turning with this. It's the same tool, but when it's not your own, it always feels slightly different. What's going on in the chat? Anything? I'm just going to come back here. I'm just using the point of the skew just to taper in there a bit more. Still too fat in the middle. So let's take a bit more off that with a rough and gouge just for speed. You could if you wanted. Usually your rough and gouge do most of the shaping. Entirely up to you. Of course, you could always use your spindle gouge. Okay, let's get rid of some of that. Let's go back to the skew. Still a bit fit like a dibber. And eventually I'll probably want this bit about 10 mil, but while I'm still shaping, I'm not going to go too thin because obviously that's a support, and I really don't want to get smacked in the face. I have got to get on a plane tomorrow. Still not happy with the shape. There we go. I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but because I'm down to about 10 mil at each end, I'm getting a little bit of flexion in the wood. So I just want to make this end more pronounced. We get a nice crisp join there with the thistle top. How are we doing on time? Half past. So I haven't turned a Spurtle for probably, I don't know, 3 or 4 years. It was one of the first things I turned when I started turning. It's a simple project for beginners. Okay. Let's sand that one up. I'm not going to be doing any finishing. I'm just going to sand them to 240. I must give a shout out as well to Just Wood up in there. Popped there on Sunday. Charlie that owns it and runs it, awesome guy. Excellent selection of blanks and stuff. So you can guess what it's going to be filled of going home tomorrow. Okay, so that's 80. $120. $240. Now, after reading Wikipedia, I'm not going to lie, I did look up some info on Spurtles. They are traditionally turned from beech, but I thought it'd be nice, as Dale's kindly let me use his workshop, to use a bit of wood that was used to make the workshop. Let's have a quick look at that. Nice. Right, let's part that one off, and then we will turn another one. So I'm going to start at the tailstock end, and I'm just going to use the point of the skew to get it down to a couple of mil. Because what we can do then is twist off the end blocks and just sand the last little bits by hand. Same as tailstock. So that's now probably on about 2 mil that end. So I'm just going to rest my hand over the top. Sorry. There we go. It's separated. As I said, you can just twist that bit off and then finish that bit. By hand. When I get home, then I will use the Chestnuts food safe finish, which is an oil, just to give them a coat. Right, so let's do another one. So a quick look what's going on in the chat. If YouTube has picked back up. There we go. Now I can already see there's a shake here, so I'm going to be conscious of that. Make sure everything's nice and tight. Slow the speed of the lathe right down. Cool. What's this banjo not locking? So I'm roughing it down, so it's about 1 inch in diameter. Look at that. I don't know if this is green because it's green oak, but it's got a really pungent, nice smell to this bit. So with a parting tool again, we're going to make a parting cut or a leaf cut just at the top. Down to about 15 mil. And last week's live, I mentioned that I'd learnt from Steve SK when you use the parting tool to come in high and then drop the tool down. I have had a couple of comments thanking me for making that point. Really, that should go to Steve because there have been some other people in the community that didn't know that is how you should use a parting tool. So I'm glad some people have learnt from that. Let's go for that one. Banjo's not keen on locking at the minute. I must say I do like the way Dale has his tools laid out. Means they're easily identifiable. Okay. On the move again. The Axminster chucks, banjos have got a little nut underneath you can adjust. I'm just thinking about where I want my little take some of this excess away. Back to the skew. We're just going to define this point here. Nice and crisp. And we're just going to use the point just to bring that one around a bit. Let's increase the speed a little bit. Now turning at 1800 at a minute. Brian, all banjos have that nut, Scott. Just smear oil on the cam rod. Ah. So as I said, the lathe was only set up yesterday. And I am fortunate that Dale's allowed me to spread shavings all over this workshop. I will be cleaning up afterwards because the OCD's kicking him. And start taking lighter cuts because we are getting some flexion. I don't know if you can see that vibration there on the camera. Yeah, we're doing on time. 10 to 9. Still not happy with the shape. I'm just looking on the horizon here and it just doesn't look right to me, but I wonder if it's because of some of the flexion. So I'm just putting my hand over the top, holding the skew down on the tool rest with the palm of my hand, just gently using my fingers just to try and take some of that bounce out. So let's sand that one up. must say I do like being able to get to just behind the headstock when sanding, as opposed to my bench mounted lathe. You can't do that. Okay. Back to the 120. Just before I go to 240, I'm just going to take this little bit down here a little, start to think about parting it, and then I can get it, more of it sanded as we go. Same for the bottom end. Just using the point of the skew. And then we go back, finally, to the 240. Cool. Skew, Barney McGree. Okay, so let's part this off. Actually, quite a nice clean cut on the end there. Little bit on the I am cheating using a skew. If you are going to do this, be super careful. It's not something I'd recommend. Normally a Stanley knife, little carving knife if you've got one. That's it, we're on tour. So we're going to make do. And this one, we're just going to get a little bit of decoration. Let's just check the stream, make sure you guys can see. And while I'm at it, grab my improvised pyro. We only come up with this idea, I think it was Tuesday. So I didn't bring anything with me. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a cross on the top. I'm just using a pencil at the moment to mark it. It's not fantastic. I'm not an artist. And what I'd normally do is I'd sketch it in pencil. Can you, that one, you see the cross there? And then we're going to bring those lines down the side of the thistle. And then lightly over the little bead, because we don't really want to see these in a minute. So all the way down. Now, as I said, we only come up with this idea on Tuesday, so we are improvising a bit. And because I haven't got my pyro gear with me, I'm going to use a Sharpie just so I can show you what it will look like. So what we're going to do is we're going to go over the cross because we want this bit. You know, there's no reason why you couldn't use a Sharpie. And then the thistle lines, we want the vertical lines down the thistle. Not very vertical. And then this is where it gets a little bit more technical. Rather than come vertical now, we're now going to cross between the bottom of this point and the top of that point. And as cack-handed Jim here. Oop. Same again, bottom of this one, up to the top of this one. All the way around. Okay. It's not brilliant. But there we go. It's just some decorations. So you've got a cross on the top, bring it down, and then just some extras around there. Up to you what design you could colour it. If you are going to use it for food, then make sure it's finished with a food safe colour on top. There's no reason why you couldn't do it purple and green, or even change the shapes. It's entirely up to you. So we're going to call it a night there, guys. Thank you, everyone, for coming in. Thank you for sticking with me. Next week, what am I working? I'm on late, so there won't be a live from me next week. But the week after that, I will join you back from the home workshop. And I think I've got a little fun project that we're going to do for Halloween as it's getting close to the end of October. Thank you, everyone. Special thank you to Dale for letting me do this tonight. I have made a complete and utter mess. Super awesome workshop, and I'm sure there's lots of exciting things to come from Dale at Mapletree. So keep an eye on Instagram, keep an eye on Facebook. There's been lots of feeds of the build process. And I know we can't wait to get back making. So I'm going to end it there, guys. Thank you, everyone, for coming in. And I shall see you soon.